Hey, Mr. Clash here with a video discussing the location deployment of your troops and how that can have an effect on the outcome of your raid. Now, we'll just get into this attack first. Now, this is the base that will be in question. Now, the thing about this base is it's a turtle type design of base because it looks like a turtle. Not the traditional sort of turtle. Now, you do notice that he's going to lose all of his wizards on the bottom left-hand side here, and his wizards up the top, they're just going to be dead as well. And he's only got 2 wizards left, and he's lost his first golem's gone down, and yeah, it's all not looking good. All of his wizards are down now, and he's got very little out of it. Golem's gone down, just got his bowlers left, and there's not going to be too much more tanking going on in this attack before his hogs come in, and he's just starting to put the hogs in. The golem up the top, it's not really helping his hogs at all, so his hogs are going to be having to bear the full brunt of everything, and his queen down the bottom has just been left alone, no tanks, no anything, so she will ultimately go down on this base. Now, like I said, it is a little bit of a turtle design. Now, it's also reminiscent of a base called Tesla X. The difference with Tesla X, though, is that it had the walls that were adjoining the outside boxes. Those walls were on the right and the left, and the top and bottom compartments were open. And that base, you could just take it out with virtually any attack you wanted to, really. You'd often just see Go Wee Wipe coming in on it. Golems, witches, wizards, and peckers going in. They'd all just circle around, maybe a couple of back-end balloons to take out some of the cannons and whatnot on the outside. And it was usually game over for the base. So, as you've seen here, queen's down, hogs down, and it's just going to be a matter of time before this attack runs out. The hogs will take out the king, but with no clean-up troops, because all the wizards are down, it's just not going to work. So we'll just stop it here. Then we'll go over to my attack, and I want to talk you through the importance of the deployment with the troops and the location of the deployment. Alright, so what I've done is I've brought my attack up, my attack replay, and I'll just have a look at the troops here. 24 hogs, 2 golems, 1 Valkyrie. Now, the Valkyrie plays an important role here because it was all part of the plan that I needed, and I also have 6 hogs up my sleeve in my clan castle. So the general plan, now I've highlighted where the clan castle's radius is because that's important. Now, I want to take out the queen, but I also want to lure the clan castle, and I want to sort of get troops in and things like that. I want to do everything accordingly. Now, the interesting thing is these cannons in these outside compartments cannot be gotten to really effectively. They can. If the queen walks, she can get to them, but there's a likelihood she'd have to shoot all these things first. She might before she'd even consider the cannon. So that's just something to consider as far as the queen's concerned. Now, I need to take out the enemy queen, but I need to lure the clan castle at the same time, or thereabouts, or close to it. I don't want troops to start wandering down here, and then the clan castle gets lured, and the clan castle could go anywhere. So I want to have a little bit of control on the clan castle lure. So you just saw that he dropped a golem here on this side, and then this golem tanked up here and just sat at this wall forever. And this golem came through, got hit by the X-bow, the archer, and the queen, and it was just ignored while he was putting wizards down everywhere up here. Now, these wizards really weren't needed. They're only going to take out that and this. And seeing as he had hogs anyway, he could have done that slightly differently, which is what I'm going to do. Now, so to get the queen, I want to put a golem here so that it will go there. Now, as soon as it does that, the reason the golem needs to be placed there as well is you can see the clan castle radius, and you have a look at this cannon radius. So it's going to come in on the cannon. The cannon will start to target that golem. Now, when that happens, I've got a Valkyrie to drop here as well. The queen will aggro on the golem, and the Valkyrie will aggro onto the queen. Now, whether or not she does that when the clan castle, if the queen is within range of the clan castle, not 100% sure. So to guarantee that that happens, I've got some hogs for this cannon. Once that cannon goes down, the hogs will go to the wizard and trigger the clan castle to come out. So that's a guaranteed clan castle lure. I've controlled the lure of the clan castle. So then I can get this golem in here. And the golem comes in here specifically at that angle so that this cannon will target it a little bit. Not that that's really that important, but it gives me a chance to get a wizard down here and here. Now I'm only bringing 8 wizards, so I'm bringing fewer wizards. So I've got a very specific reason for dropping troops in this location, and it hinges around killing the queen and luring the clan castle. And I can't do that if I start over here, so it has to be done here. So there's a little bit of forethought gone into that. Then the base is symmetrical. Each way is the same, so it doesn't matter which way the troops go. My deployment of the hogs can be the same in either location. Okay, yes, up the top there's an archer and archer, whereas down the bottom there's a cannon and archer. So that's the only difference. But otherwise, you look at it, you've got wizard cannon, wizard cannon, wizard cannon in each of these boxes. You've got the mortars equally spread out. You've got an air defense next to each mortar. The base is perfectly symmetrical, and we know we've got the Teslas in the middle here. So it doesn't matter which way my troops go, then I can deploy them accordingly. So whichever way my golems go, now this golem is likely to path that way, and then this golem, once this archer's down, is likely to path this way. Now whichever way my king decides to go, I don't really care, but my heroes, my king will go one way, the queen will probably go the other way, but I'll have hogs up my sleeve to help either of them. Now the queen will take out this, no problem. If she comes along the side here, she can also take out a Tesla, because that will be in reach. So I don't have a concern about the queen taking out a Tesla. Now, whichever way it goes, like I said, if my golem comes down here, this cannon, you can see the range, will start shooting my golem. Now, at which point, hogs on the cannon. See, cannon's distracted, hogs on the cannon. If they path around, as needed, maybe I need some hogs on that one. Depends on how it goes. I'm just watching them path around. If they go up the top, I'll watch them path around and I'll place things as needed. If they come down through here and they get to here, you can see then, again, this cannon will be in range. At that point, it will be hogs on the cannon. So once these things are distracted, I can put hogs down. So this is a part and parcel of thinking the attack through. In this case, where am I going to deploy things that have certain effects? And I'm thinking that through before I even go into the attack. So I'll clear that all off. And we'll have a look at how my attack actually went. And then I'll talk it through. We'll watch it a couple of times. So we can. It's obviously a 3-star cleanup. So the golem goes down, and then the Valkyrie. Now the Valkyrie's aggroed straight onto the queen. 2 wizards go down. Second golem goes down. Bomb goes off, kills my 2 wizards. Oh, hello, I knew the bomb was there. That was a bit stupid. But anyway, now my 2 hogs have come out at the top. All of that happened very quickly. They've taken down that cannon. Now the golem and my king are pathing around to the right. Now I left the top golem alone because I saw that the dragon was still up. So I didn't want to send anything more up there in case it lured the dragon away. So I knew the dragon would come back down, and the dragon did. So that was great. And now look at these 2 hogs that I put on that cannon. I've got fantastic value out of them. They killed that. They're coming over to this second cannon. They've killed 2 cannons. They're coming over to the air defense now. Air defense goes down with the aid of the king. Now they're onto the bomb tower. A couple of other hogs come in onto that cannon. They'll take all that down while it's distracted onto that golem. Then the golem will burst. And there it goes. And they'll take down that other cannon. Now at this point, without a golem, I've seen the golems burst, so I've started to deploy more of my hogs because I've seen that the golems burst. But I haven't gone crazy with the hogs because I've still got to get some heal spells down. I've got 5 more hogs plus my CC hogs. I'm seeing that's all going well. Get the rest of my hogs in. And once I put the heal spell down where the big bomb is, because I know there's a big bomb there, and then drop my CC hogs, everything else is down, and everything can go running into the core, take out the Teslas. This wizard that you see at the bottom, he was one of the wizards I dropped earlier. So he's pathed all the way around, cleaning up the trash. I had 3 more wizards. I didn't put one up at the top builders' huts up there because I saw that the queen was up there, and I figured she would end up pathing around up to the top anyway. And so it's just a matter of cleanup for this base. Plenty of hogs left, loads and loads of hogs left. Wizards doing good cleanup work, queen helping out, and then they'll all path up to the top. the Queen probably won't get through the wall up there. The Hogs will take out the 3 builders' huts, and that's it. Game over for the base. Now, the difference was obviously I brought more Hogs into the attack, but the difference ultimately in the 2 attacks was my deployment, the initial deployment to deal with the Queen, how I structured that to get the clan castle out. We'll have a look, and the fact that I didn't use all my wizards and I kept cleanup wizards. So my kill squad was very, very light. So we'll have a look at that again so you can see how important and that is. We'll go with Queen. Watch how quickly she goes down. She's only a level 13 Queen, but with everything shooting the golem, the Valkyrie is just taking out the Queen. And by the time the golem went out of range, the Hogs were on the cannon, and the cannon was too far gone to be effective. So now I'm at this stage. I could deploy some Hogs onto that wizard at the top, but I'm not doing it because I can see the dragon is still alive. And if I deploy Hogs up there, the dragon will start following the Hogs around, and I want the dragon to come back so the Queen can take the dragon out. So once the Queen takes the dragon out, I've already dropped those 2 Hogs at the bottom. So there's a lot going on in this attack. You can see the wizard on the left. He's still providing Queen up. The Queen is sort of milling around in there. I've got more Hogs coming onto that cannon. I'm watching the Hogs there. I'm watching the Hogs near the bomb tower and wizard. I'm watching my golem. I've got 4 heal spells, so I didn't need a jump spell for this because I knew everything was going to be done with the Hogs. So I had plenty of heal spells, and you'll notice that at the end I did not even use all of my heal spells. So essentially I had a swag heal spell, but I don't really feel the need to drop swag heal spells. It doesn't, you know, what's that say? Hey, look at me, I wrecked your base so much. No, there's no need for that. But anyway, that's just me. Other people like to do it just to say, haha. So you can see that just thinking about the deployment a little bit different and deploying the troops in such a way that they were reinforcing each other a little bit as they go, but only when things were tanking for them as well, as opposed to having things die and so on and so forth. So there's just something to consider when you're coming up with a plan for the attack or how to do things, exactly where you want something to deploy so that it will serve a purpose that you need it to serve, such as maybe you need to deploy a golem to the left or the right of a wizard so you don't send wall breakers under the splash of a wizard. All those little tiny things need to be considered. The pathing of your initial deployments and your ongoing deployments, say, such as with Hogs and things like that. So that I just want to iterate the point that just a method of deployment can be the difference between a 3-star and not a 3-star and running out of time, and how you deployed your troops when you come in with the same sort of troops. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Question of the day. What did one hat say to the other hat? He said, "You stay here. I'll go on ahead." I'll go on ahead. Get it? Ahead. Anyway, yeah, whatever. Thanks for sticking around to the end. I do appreciate it. Please leave the video a thumb up. Please leave the video a comment. Let me know. I know we haven't seen these sort of internet bases in a while, but if they're starting to do the rounds, well then, yeah, here's how you bet it. So please leave me a comment on that. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.